hello there. I'd like to introduce you to a quiet little corner of the internet, where chaos is ensuing in every step of the way. Welcome everybody to Perception Check. I've been trying out a new habit. What do you think?
Well, I can say one thing. Moonraven, for 28 months, says, oh.
Oh? That's literally your response to this? Raven, there is only one sentence I can officially say to you right now, and that is, we all love you, man.
Oh.
You are. What did you think I was going to say?
What were you thinking? Too sappy.
Okay, he's a chaotic. Okay, he's a chaotic nut. I killed him.
Yeah. Well, there he goes. No more Moonraven.
No, you
Next
understand
character.
what that means. No, you understand what that means. He's going to revive now, but now I need to go into his actual character and say half his gold is missing to pay for medical bills.
This is not America.
This is America. Gotta get to the D&D stream.
System was.
Anyway, welcome everyone to Perception Check. You must have rolled pretty high to find our quiet little stream. I am Brownie, your Dungeon Master for tonight, and joining us is the Ragtag crew with you. Hopefully, no one loved them. We're joined by Cotton.
Oh, hi.
Joined by Del.
Hoi, everybody.
Aeon.
I
We're
would
joined by
like.
Heidi. Oh. No. Give him some ale. Give him some ale. Okay, he has ale. Good. We're joined by Heidi.
You know, I was watching a webcomic recently of a overpowered stick.
You too?
Hold on.
Plus 99 stick.
Well, you know what this is then.
Plus 99.
99 plus.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You mean it's not Order of the Stick, the greatest ever stick figure D&D comic to ever exist?
Be careful, or I might wipe out 800,000 players in one fell swoop.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, Raven's thumbing up. Raven's thumbing
Order
up.
of the Stick. Hell yeah.
Yes! I'm so glad someone else knows it.
No, I know of Order of the Stick. I was going off of the new reference.
Yeah, the new reference. I know that reference.
Yes, Cotlaw, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're also joined by Raven. Raven just waves. Cool.
Also,
all right, so
one moment. Also, hey, hi, Lupa Luna Live. I've popped in, though I won't chat much. I'll be vacuuming while listening to this. That's A-okay with us. We're just happy to have you.
Yeah, that's Luna who came by the Pokemon D&D stream. She's basically trying to figure out if she wants to try up D&D or try a variant of it. So basically, she watched our Pokemon one, and now she's watching tried and true normal one.
Sure thing. I also have a D&D on Friday, but it might be canceled this Friday again because someone is not making it. That probably means someone else is not going to make it, and...
Friday stream available!
Maybe.
We'll see. Anyway, let's get this shit
thank
started.
you for the bits, man below me on my screen.
But anyway, we've dabbled long enough. I think it's time we get this shit started. So players, are we ready to roll?
Ready.
Ready to rock.
It's been a while since we did this. God damn it, Raven! Oh, 16. Raven, what you see before you is a DM who's looking partially worried, and he thinks he's got about 85% of this shit ready to go.
That's more than normal.
Yeah, I know. The other 50% is going to be bullshit thing. Wait, what's that? I bullshitted the 85%. Hey, it's already working.
Wow.
There's your improvement right there.
By the way, we're very close to a hype train for some reason. I'm even surprised that it's telling me this.
Yeah, because Raven subscribed and Heidi donated bits. It counts.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 things have to work like that to count. Anyway, I need to put on the creepy music.
Do it.
Put on the creepy music.
Solomon! Where's Solomon?
Well, he's perceiving a 16 now.
Yeah, he did that before.
Oh, then my roll 20 was late.
No worries. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this shit going because last time on Pokeception, wrong show. That's what I'm used to saying.
Well, we haven't done this for a month.
Cheers.
Hmm.
Cheers. Wait, what's that? Oh man, somebody mixed my red wine with blackcurrant juice again.
Okay.
Joking, that's blackcurrant summer juice. It's fine. Anyway, last time on Perception, Team Unity had made their way south towards the city of Velvet, the war militia of Monroe, with some minor hiccups along the way, and parting ways with a half-orcan ally of Magnus, and Stonebreaker trapped in a stone, ironically enough. You made your way south, and there you came across Captain Arle Soup, one of the captains of the Diamond Axis, who had somehow a connection to Zelion, unbeknownst to him at the time. After a bit of conversing with him along the way, you discovered that it was basically that Arle Soup had been around since Zelion's pre-group meeting, I think is the right way to describe it, and was involved and was around at the time of the day that his village was attacked, the village of Geyserton. You made your way south and going into the city of Velvet itself with a militia escort of some kind. You made your way south towards the Grove area where there was a giant statue with a blank plate of the town's founder, where you encountered Valak, the other captain of the militia, who gave you all a good little greeting and told you about the Silver Blade Tribe, the contest of sorts, in order to determine the next people to join the army. You were led into the barracks known as the Iron Tooth of the militia, where you gave your case of basically what you're involved with, as per usual, with a nice bit of truth and some very curiosity movements from Liam being more inquisitive by a magical device of some kind around the necks of all of the guards. It was decided on that you would be trying to essentially win over the city of some kind. But two other things occurred as this was going on.
First recorder.
One, Ursula decided it was best to give Zelion a chance for a new wardrobe, mainly for a safety precaution of some kind. But you also got some information on trying to acquire some rooms for the night, and obviously you were told about about the Diamond Docks and the Mermaid's Embrace, a ship that you could probably stay away from. But you were told of two different inns you could go to, the Sailor's Tankard and the Guidance of Joy. In that process, there was one other thing that occurred. As Tapahay, the Lionel, ended up having a flashback of some kind, leading to some disturbing thoughts and an outer cold lion for a while, but then came back and was a bit more vocal in parts. And it ended with you all going off into the city of your own accord. And that was where we left off after about a month. So, Team Unity.
Team Unity.
You mean the Hope Finders?
Oh, Finders, wrong team! Oh my god!
You're used to the Pokemon one. It's okay. Don't worry.
I've been preparing that shit for the past few days. Give me a break.
There isn't any unity among us.
Wait, Among Us?
No,
no.
no imposters here today.
Because you're all
Oh.
hyper.
You
Yeah, we're all
deserve
right.
that one.
Okay, fair enough. I couldn't resist. No! Raven! Oh wait, there is one! Raven, no!
It's too far away.
It's fine.
And that's kind of sus if you ask me.
Not now. Wait, I just remembered. There was a deception happening in Helix of a fake person. That's a bit sassy!
Okay, enough.
Yes, I'll stop.
Love
Anyway,
you.
so, Hope Finders. At this point, I ask you, after Heidi is gathering a tea. So, Hope Finders, I ask you now. At this point, I will say you have all left the large gates of the Iron Tooth, and it is slammed behind you, leaving you all to your own devices. In fact, at this point, Ursula was pulling Zelion by the
Yes.
hand, going into the city. So I suppose if the rest of you guys want to have a moment to think about what you guys want to do, we can start with those two if you want.
Okay.
All right. So, Ursula, running off with the partial knowledge that you've got from Ale Suf about a tailor in the city, partially just where it might have been, in which case I would like you to roll an investigation check to try to find this properly.
You got it.
Dang.
Oh! Ho ho!
Is that what I think it is?
It's a 22.
That is a 22.
19.
90 plus 3.
Nice again.
19.
Raven. Put him away. I see him there in the corner of your camera. He truly is a distraction.
Distraction
Dan.
dance?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I recognized it.
Oh,
You know what?
God.
Let it do its thing. I don't care. As long as you don't look at it, it doesn't exist. Anyway, so Ursula,
sight,
with a
out of
22, based on your happy little knowledge, don't cut all.
I can't. The wires in the way.
Thank you. Based on your knowledge on what you require most of these cities to be like, you get a familiarity on where tailors would like to situate themselves. Like the best spots, the best ideals, the best places to mingle and stuff like that for information, if they needed that type of thing. You're able to find you're able to find the tailors rather nicely. And I believe you guys came up with a name, I think was the funny joke. I think.
Silver shears or something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Silver
silver shears.
That was
Thank
my
you.
idea.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Silver shears. So, Ursula, you do find the silver shears. You find this rather elegant-looking cottage towards the old district. So basically, it's somewhere around this area here, somewhere around here. I didn't decide on the exact place, but somewhere around there. So as you go towards the old district with Zelion struggling to keep up as you're pulling him, pushing past people as you go, you find this rather quaint-looking cottage of some kind. It seems out of place that a cottage like this would be in a suburb like this, but this place, being known as the Old District, is mostly where some of the oldest buildings have resided and have stood the test of time. Both because of people looking after them properly, but also for like the leaders who benefit them as a business proprietor, whether it's income or tourism, whichever way you want to look at it. This elegant-looking cottage sits with a large straw roof and is decorated with beautifully lit purple lanterns and a red flame burning inside of each one. You also see hanging off these lights a small wind chime off of every single one of them. There are 4 of them as this happens. You see a flower bed and a single door towards the right side of the building at the front end, and hanging on the front of the door are a wooden plaque with 2 wooden swords to basically have itself curved inwards to look like 2 scimitars in the shape of the scissors.
Quaint.
Point. Jinx.
Mm.
Did you both say quaints?
At alternate times, yes.
Okay, Zelion, I would like you to know. I was going to say, let's roll
no.
a Jinx check.
No, let's not. Let's not.
Upon seeing this quaint little cottage, I just look at Zelion with a smug grin on my face and I go, "Come on, Miss Your Highness, let's go get you dressed down."
Buddy.
And I pull him inside without another word.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
So you go. Do you literally just go straight through the door?
I knock first.
Okay. So you give a knock on the door, and as you do, you suddenly hear the sound of like a latch coming on, and then the door opens, and what you see before you is a very stylish-looking young man. He is about the same size as you, Ursula. He is dressed in a beautifully mixture of red, purple, and black, decorated all over in sort of patches in places. He's basically sort of like, the best way to describe it is it's kind of like, if you look at like my chest, it's like red patch, yellow patch, black patch, red patch, yellow patch, that type of thing, like a quilted thing, like it's stitched together. And you see on all of the stitches this elegant looking golden thread that just sparkles as these lights just reflect off it. And he looks at you with a brief moment as he does the latch, and he goes, "Yes, darling, what can I do for you?"
Hi. You wouldn't happen to be the tailor around these parts, would you?
My dear. He looks at you with a sort of hand to the chin moment and just looks at you with a sort of why, a face like yours and an idea to dress me as a tailor based on my appearance? You are a darling young dear. I am indeed the tailor of these parts. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I did not expect some customers this late in the evening.
The last minute decision on, well, my part mostly. But I have a favor I need to ask of you, if that's all right.
A favor? Presume you're asking a tailor for a... You brought a friend.
He's the one I need the favor for, actually.
Really?
He walks out and just begins to look all up and down you as he walks around. I see. A delicate-looking hat, couple garments as far as the eye can see, and an instrument attached to your back. Oh, I understand what you want of me, darling. You want me to dress him up even bigger than he is. Oh, you have come to the right place, darling.
Wait, what?
Not quite. I could give him a little sheepish grin. You see, the idea I had was we're sort of new to this part of town, and so we kind of want to, how you say, blend into the environment. And so with him dressed as regally as he is, I figured it'd be a little bit of a dead giveaway if we went down somewhere further, like, say, the Diamond Dock.
Regal, you say? Is this to presume this man is royalty of some kind?
Of some kind, yes. You can assume all you want.
Oh, assuming is always a free charge, isn't it, darling?
You're funny. I like you.
Oh, I get that a lot. Well, I suppose we could hear. Would you like to come into my establishment? Maybe we can sort something out, if you are willing to pursue this.
Frickin' and you will be compensated for your cooperation.
Oh,
I just give Zelion a gentle shove inside the door. Let's get started.
Zelion, do you resist?
I'm no, I'm not gonna resist.
Very well. All right. So, as you walk into this establishment, you are greeted as you enter with this very strong smell of lavender as you walk straight in. You can tell this is a person who loves to insinuate a friendly atmosphere, and he believes that the smell is a way to welcome it, rather than, say, like the smell of the streets. If you catch the drift, if that makes sense. And as you come in, you see mannequins decorated all over the western side of the building, and sort of decorated in like a large C from the front door, across the front wall, the side wall, and then a bit towards the back of the building. And in the center of the back wall is essentially his desk area, and to the far right wall as you come in, you see decorated like nearly, I'd say the best way to describe it, you see nearly like hundreds and hundreds of drawers of different sizes. Some with a gold little knob on the end there. Some of these have been decorated, and there's a few with silver handles on them and such, and like little plaques that have been written there. And you can tell by the look of this that this figure that you see before you is a. I realize I did not mention his race in this whole part there, but you see a language written there, and the race that he is. See, let me double check the last notes I have. Brownie had this written down. I'm so sorry. Where is my note there? Yes, you see, basically he's a tiefling.
Tiefling.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
We
interesting.
haven't had a tiefling yet in this campaign, have we?
No, not that you know of it. Well, actually, no, there was one. Don't you remember the person who gave us the first ever make AP check?
Ah, yeah.
Oh no!
Yes, Will.
Yes.
Yes, Will DA Games Ryan's character, to sum up, was the tiefling.
Wait, wasn't one of Diction's?
forgot.
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't one of? Wait.
No,
No, I mean, wasn't a?
Oh, that was one of his races. Yes.
Yeah, that was one of the forms he had.
Yes. Yeah, so basically he's a tiefling, and I realized I didn't go into the bar. He has sort of this mixture of pinkish purple skin. The best way to describe it is it's lavender colored.
Oh, matches the theme.
There you go.
Is your name is your name or nickname Lavender or something, sir?
Why, yes it is. Whatever gave you that impression?
Just a hunch.
No, honestly, Lavender is not my nickname. I'm actually known as the Purple Skin. That's literally what they call me. They don't call me pink, they don't call me lavender, they call me purple. What is so difficult to mention lavender over purple? It's not that tricky, is it?
Well, if you think about it, lavender is a type of purple, but who's being picky?
If with the way you bring up that remark, I'm beginning to think maybe you.
Yeah.
Oh, what is your name then?
Oh, oh, wait. You come to my establishment and you do not know my name? You do not know my name?
Well, like I said, kind of new to town.
No, I understand. Well, if you must know, my name is Needle. At least that's the name I've chosen to take while I'm here in this realm. My name is Needle.
Needle.
Yes. Just so people don't think it's a bullshit pucky thing, this is a name that basically tieflings give a name to themselves when they're not in like their own realm, so to speak.
We don't. It's mostly based on their desires and such.
Yeah, a virtue name to give a precise part.
Gotcha.
He does have, yeah, I will say he does have an actual name, but that's the name he's choosing to give.
All right.
But my name is Needle, and this is the Silver Shears. After all, a needle with the shears is what's needed to cut into the fabric of all the brilliance. And who do I have the pleasure of serving at this point?
My name is Ursa, and this is my partner, Zelion.
I tip my head to him. Pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure. The pleasure's all mine. And he sort of takes your hand, Zelion, gives it a little kiss on there, and takes your hand, Ursula, and does the same for you, giving the greeting and such.
Oh!
Hey?
The man is bisexual!
Right, Mom.
Very polite.
Just for that, 50 bits.
Hey!
Hashtag Pride Month.
Yeah.
50 biddles.
But,
There it is.
but
There
yes.
we go.
So, Ursula, Zelion, I did get that right?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so from what I can tell, as he begins to look around you and such, from what I see, you want to dress down this figure into more of a, if you excuse the wording, common drab.
A common drab, whatever you would prefer. I just need him to look less. And I look up at looking up and down at Zelion with a little blush appearing on my face.
Mm.
A little less regal.
I
want to.
Amen!
God damn that meta pigeon! It's starting to speak English now.
I blush as well. I mean, my outfit is hardly regal. I mean, I just chose it because I did buy some like new clothes and costumes while I was when I first started traveling, but I don't know, I just chose this because it looked nice.
And looking nice might end up being our downfall in the Diamond Docks, Zelion. So we kind of have to look the part.
Your partner
Fair
is
enough.
right. Your partner is right, darling. The Diamond Dogs aren't exactly the place for the stand out, if you catch the drift. You do kind of stand around like you're advertising money. Yes, Cotlow?
Lupa Luna Live. Why would you press that button? It's too much. I know you have too much points, but why would you press the button anyway? Do you find it funny?
Oh,
Do you find it funny? Okay.
wait, hold on, wait. She pressed the two. Wait, she has too many points? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
And even with the improper English in it, like too much points.
Yeah.
Why? Just why?
Nobody knows.
Thank you, Eddie, for redeeming. Anyway, yeah. So he just goes, well, I think I could do something, but thank you, Eddie. He looks over and goes, okay, so I suppose the question, I do have two questions to ask, as he sort of takes up your arm, Zelion, and sort of holds it out and looks over. So two questions. First of all, what is the budget? And second of all, how practical are you wanting this outfit to be? Like, is it only just for walking around, or do you plan to go out and deal with problems, if you catch my drift?
Something comfortable and functional for everyday use.
Something comfortable. Yeah, as he pulls out a small notebook. Yes, comfortable. Okay. Do you still want the purple?
The what now?
The purple. The purple. You look.
Oh,
You decorated more purple than me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd like to keep the purple. Yeah.
Yeah. God damn. No! Look out, Orange! Imposter! When the imposter is sauce.
Right.
Okay. I think we're coming up with ideas. Yes. And you see him sort of just clicking the thing, not taking like a rough drawing as best he can, but yes. Yes, I think I have an idea. Yes. Is there anything of this outfit you wanted?
Is there anything in this outfit that I want to keep? Is that what you asked?
Yes. I mean, listen. I understand fashion is important. I understand looks are important, but some people have attachment to things, Like a warrior holds proud an armor that stands the test, and they say, I wore this and had battle scars from it. I survived a dangerous arrow that could have shot me through the heart. Or it could have been, a fancy hat that you got given from your mentor, or I don't know, even a pair of boots that you completed your first walk in. I don't know. Everyone's got different reasons.
I mean, I take off my hat and just look at it. I mean, I do like this hat. It was one of the few ones given to me by my village before I left home. But it does stand. But I don't know. It does stand. It does look look pretty fancy. I don't know. I just put my hat in my backpack. Maybe something similar to. Maybe I can wear something similar to that.
Okay.
Something to complement the outfit.
Matt, and do you have a budget in mind? Forgive me, but I do have to ask.
No problem. I hold out my sack of coinage and I start rustling through. How does 75 gold sound to you?
75 gold. And how quickly are you wanting?
Pardon?
How quick are you wanting this? Like, are you wanting this like next day? Are you wanting this in 2 weeks' time? That type of questions. I mean, I do have to look at things,
Oh, no problem. How? Meta question. Where's everybody else heading at this point, and how late in the day are we?
Okay. Just to briefly sum up so everyone can give their ideas. Right now, it is currently about the equivalent of, say, 2:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Chirp is going to do the clerical thing and look for a temple before looking for a reliquary. First temple, then shopping.
Okay, I want you to roll either religion or investigation.
I don't want to do this.
I will check my stats real quick, and then I will roll. Will I roll religion or investigation? Investigation is 1. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'll just roll religion because it's funnier.
No worries.
Okay, back to the question that was asked to Ursula. Ursula suddenly bumps up her decision. I'll make it 100. We'll probably need it by tonight.
Nice. My dear, that is a tall order. I don't think I could get a full outfit, but if you at least give me at least a few measurements, I can check what I have in my back area and see if I have something that can be suitable enough, and I might be able to make some adjustments.
Sure thing. And does the 100 gold sound fair to you, then?
If it's a quick customization job like this, 100 is honestly a bit too much. But I do appreciate you're willing to push this, so I'll tell you what. How does 45 gold? But let me inject the measurements, and I'll see what I've got, and then we'll see what we can finalize on the price, okay?
Sure thing.
And as that happens, as you say sure thing, he does this sort of playful smirk and goes, good. And pulls out a tape and goes, now, Zelion, dear, I want you to hold still, and walks up to you.
Hey, is there like an evil gleam?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, better yet.
Ursula is just gonna stand back
I got one.
smirking, and she's just gonna be like, "Have fun."
I got one thing to say.
Yes, Carl.
Does this tailor
just-
also go, no capes?
No, it doesn't. know-
I'm just gonna hold my arms out to my side and just kind of look nervous.
No, it just has the near equivalent look. It just has the near equivalent look. If anyone remembers the Tom and Jerry movie, it's that blooming creepy guy going up to the ice cream van. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
That's the
remember
one.
where he's basically like,
Yeah. I still love the meme version of that. He comes up and just like, Mario, wherever you are. Old YouTube poops. Because where there's smoke, they pinch back.
Yeah.
I missed that. All right. So yeah,
"Missed
so
this campaign."
yeah. Wait, hey, Cotlow, look, there's Waluigi.
Or
Oh dear.
Put him down. We'll get to that in a minute. All right. So, Cot, what did you roll? Sorry, while I get my notes up.
I rolled a Todd Howard.
Todd Howard. Oh, I get it now. I get it. Very clever. All right. So we'll get to you in just a second. Raven, Aeon, what are the two of you doing with these characters of yours?
Not entirely sure because usually if Tape go with like the largest section of the group. So
Here's the thing, those two, I don't know what those two will do.
Yeah, the minute you just saw Ursula pull away, and that's the best you saw.
Well then,
I guess for
Triple,
the minute,
Triple does
Tape
inform the rest that they go.
is-
This is, oh. Sorry, Anna, I talked over you. You go ahead.
I guess considering how the group's split off, Tape is probably staying near Liam.
Liam's going to the library.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
He's going to the library. All right. So
Yeah,
Liam, we will come to
just-
you. Yeah. So Liam, we'll come to you in just a moment about that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I actually have to look up some old things about this one. All right. So, Kalal. So at this point, Trippy is looking for a temple. Is it any particular temple, or is she just generally just finding a temple of some kind?
Any temple, just
Any temple.
neutral cleric stuff. Look for a temple,
Okay.
holy place, and inquire.
All right, 16. Okay, so knowing the city, you're a bit unfamiliar where a city this big would probably have something, but you're able to go towards, you're able to be pointed towards the old district as well, mostly towards the sort of central near the plaza area. So I have about here.
Boink.
Okay, and as you do so, you make your way there, and you see a large gray monastery, but there's no sign of a definitive god on it at all. There's no dwarven ones, there's no elvish ones, there's no good or bad. It literally is a large grey building on it, and you see a sign written in common just above the door, which stands about twice the size of you.
That's a large door.
Yeah, it's a large door. It's supposed to be grand. You see above it in common, slightly in large writing, you see the Temple of the Open Seminar.
Oh, neat. Okay.
What to do?
Knights who say neat?
Yeah, just Trip Shield look at it and go, neat!
Trip.
Can't do that to an old lady.
Stay away
What?
from the furball.
What?
It's got a strange voice.
What? What?
I'm kidding.
Okay. Trip just slowly opens the doors and peeks her head in first. very awkwardly. So it's like,
is Zeal watching this campaign?
no. She's gonna call something else. I need to close it in between door. There, I'll close the door so we don't get background noises.
Somebody's
Open because
having
you
a
can't, otherwise
fun
I will get
time.
Annoying
that is
cats.
Cotto's
There,
wife,
better?
by the way.
Background noises.
That's better.
She responded to Trip for Favoring Headed.
Yeah. Well, there's such great things of background noises that get great in the way. Dogs barking, doorbells ringing, wives laughing, the sound of a gunshot killing someone. Wait a minute, that's not normal. Moving swiftly on.
No, the gunshot's not normally on Monday.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Oh, yeah, that's stabbing. Shootings on
Exactly.
Sundays.
Sorry, I'll put the silencer back on.
Also,
Aeon, I told you, shooting on Sundays. This doesn't need to be heard.
I was busy on the
Mostly at
Sunday.
the
I've
church.
got to catch up.
Anyway, back to the church. So, Cop, you push the doors. They do open up, and you just get this. And as you push it, you hear the loud creaking as you push it with this. And you open it up. How open do you push it, by the way?
well, far enough so at least Trip can go in. And it peeks her head through.
Okay.
So,
So you peek your head in, and what you see as you look inside is a monumental size hall. The best way to describe its size is it's probably about, to sum it up, it is about 5 times bigger than you. And it goes onwards for about 90 feet in straight ahead of you.
is now Trip used as a measuring stick.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's 5 me's. Yeah, it's that blooming it's those extendo tape measures, and I just imagine it's the bloody penguin from the wrong trousers, just like. Anyway, yeah. So as you go inside, you see a few people. There's some of them are chanting. You can you can hear some of them praying of some kind. And as you push the door and peek in, they suddenly go and all turn in your direction. There's about like 8, 9 people staring at your direction, of like different races and things. And as you do so, as this happens, suddenly a figure from the very end of the temple begins to walk up the central pathway towards you.
Does the central pathway have a carpet?
Yes.
Okay.
It has a red carpet with yellow streams down the side. It's literally just like the equivalent of like a red carpet with a fancy yellow borders on the sides. And as this does, the figure walks up and you hear a voice as they approach. My children, it is another one who has graced our halls. Please, go back to your worship. And with that, everybody goes back there. And the figure walks forward, and you see before you a beautifully dressed human woman, decorated in a beautifully white priest-like clothing. Like, not like sister or anything like that.
Sermon.
But it's sort of
sermon robes.
Yeah, so, thank you very much, sermon. Thank you. I couldn't find the word. And the sermon are decorated with blue little borders decorated around there, and on their chest area of their garment, you see what looks like a pair of doors open up and a hand extending out. And the figure walks up to you, sort of hands held like that, like you know how like knights sometimes are statues when they're holding a sword like straight down to the floor type of thing. Yeah, she's walking up to you like that, but nothing is on the floor. As she's walking up, she's just walking like that.
Okay.
And she stands before you and gives a bow. Greetings, weary traveler. Tell me, is this your first time in our halls? I have not seen someone like you before.
Yeah. I didn't want to disturb any sermon, so I looked inside real quick if I wasn't gonna be a bother. I'm Tripfield. I have traveled across Manu for several reasons, and I'm a cleric for the Lord Hephaestus.
Hephaestus. If I recall, that is a god of the forge, correct?
Indeed, it is.
I am diverse in most gods and goddesses, so I do my best. But as you say, this is your first time in the halls.
Indeed, I've only arrived at the city today.
Well, allow me to introduce myself. I am head servant Claire Gara. Claire Gara. That's Gaara.
Sorry, what?
Claire Gara. Gaara. Claire, as in like Claire.
Uh-huh. Okay,
I
cleric.
am Claire Gara, and this temple is one that is most unique to the land of Mono, for it has been made with a sense of unity between people of many different religions, beliefs, and even of their souls and intentions. As long as no violence be whittles in these halls, any person is allowed to worship any god, goddess, deity, even demon or angel alike. I believe in there being unity, and that's what we wish to prove here. Have you come to pray within our halls to your god today?
Indeed, I have. I wasn't sure if I could find a chapel where I could, not walk in and disturb others, but this one seems, how would I say that? Delightful.
I am so glad to hear. You know, I don't think we've ever had anyone worship from the Forge before. Will you say you have come to Mono? Are you not from around the lands?
No, I am not. I am from Mortis.
What's this? Very peculiar. Well, I do not question anyone's journey, for that is not my place. If you are wishing to worship, then that is my place, to give you a place, you know?
Sure. Sure. Any spot I can take? Because I'm quite large for stature and I don't want to accidentally break anything.
That is very mindful. Just wait right here and we'll organize a small fire. Just as a precaution, I have to ask, is it just you who is vacating our halls?
Trip looks behind her real quick to see if anyone, came with her.
There is no sign of anyone with you.
No, it's just me.
Very well. Give us a couple of minutes and I will have me and my fellow people give you a nice little space for you to worship. Is there anything you require, by the way, for your ceremony?
No, just a spot will do.
Very well. It gives a loud clap, and all of a sudden, you hear as the people sort of look and hear the clapping, all of a sudden, you see three, not as finely dressed, but still close to it, wearing the similar garments, and they walk forward and join. It just goes, my fellow worshippers, it seems we have another who has come to grace our halls, to give an opening for themselves. Please, give our guest a space to worship. And with a gentle nod, they walk off to the side and begin to sort of clean up in a small sort of area. They're sort of cleaning up a few sort of benches that are sort of decorate to the side, sort of like for bigger ceremonies and stuff like that. And they sort of begin to make a spot for you. It is going to take a few minutes to get that sorted, so if there's anything you want to do in the meantime, then make a note now. Otherwise, while that's being prepped up, we can go to Raven and Aeon for a brief moment after you have got yourself settled.
No, she's not gonna do anything. She's just gonna sit there and wait. She's gonna stand there and wait. That's it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so it takes about sort of close to 10 minutes to get everything fully prepped for you. With the help of Claire, Gara, she instructs them that it's going to be for a god of the forge, and they basically make it look as close to a ceremony that would seem befitting for that, based on the fact that they have never had someone do this before for a forge god.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's anything after that you want to do, and you're just going to, just so I know, are you just going to offer a prayer or a worship, or is there anything you're wanting to do particularly?
She's most going to offer up a prayer and also a bit of worship. She's like, thank you for helping and giving me and showing you your strength and that kind of stuff. It's going to be a thing that's going to happen.
Okay, there's a thing that will happen. So in which case, while that thing is happening, let's go to the other thing that's happening between the other two people. Hello, Raven and Aeon. I'm coming to you.
Hello there.
All right.
Oh no.
Okay, so Liam, you're making your way towards the library, and as you're making your way there, you do hear the sound of like the footsteps and some people murmuring. You do turn around and you see Tapahe is following behind you.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so you're heading to the library, right?
Yes.
Okay, the library, actually have this written down, is actually near the very eastern wall of the North District, just over here. Thank you very much. Papa, do you need a move?
I got it.
Okay. So, you make your way towards, unbeknownst to you, almost a similar structure of a building, similar to what Trip has gone to, but you see before you a large sort of structure with 4 columns holding up the front entrance, and you see written on top in common. You just see it written as the Velvet Structure of Knowledge. Grace these halls for inquisitive mind.
Okay.
So do you both go inside?
Yes.
I at least try to go in.
Okay. You go up the there's a sort of like 15 stair staircase to go up, so you make your way up that, making your way. And as you do so, you stand before a set of double doors, about sort of near 10 feet tall, as it's structured. It's supposed to be sort of grand-like, but not as it. And as you make your way inside, you are greeted with a sort of somber-looking lighting, sort of to try to be chilled in some way. And there is nobody sitting at any tables or desks or anything, but you see literally the equivalent of like 4 different levels of books, just as far as the eye can see. And when you enter, you hear this and you both hear this sort of ringing noise. And all of a sudden, you hear a voice from your left side as you come in. You get this, hello there, welcome.
Hello.
And sitting at a small desk is a rather elderly-looking gnome, dressed in smart-looking attire, and is, surprisingly enough, wearing the equivalent of like a university graduate hat. And he's just there decorated with a silver, with no mustache, but a silver-looking beard that just trims all the way down to the equivalent of like mid-chest. It's basically long, to put that point there. And he basically sees you come in, and he sort of stands up and he sort of greets you all. Just goes, hello, welcome. It's so nice to see some people come around here. Welcome to the Velvet Library, and what brings you to our hallowed halls today?
I seek knowledge.
Fantastic! That's great to hear. Is there anything in particular you require some help searching for or acquiring knowledge? Do you know what you're looking for?
Yes, I noticed that the soldiers have a voice recording thing with a gem inside, and I was like, maybe there's some description about the technology.
You wish to acquire how the technology of our fair city?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Are you a man of the knowledge as well?
I try to be.
Intriguing. Forgive me, I have not seen your face around these parts. Are you new to here?
No, I'm just a traveler.
Well, that would mean you would be new in some regards, but I do not question. That's not my thing. I may be of knowledge, but I do respect the question. And your furry little friend here, is he searching for anything too?
His memories, I guess.
Memories.
Hmm.
Oh, does the poor friend have a case of forgetfulness or amnesia?
Yeah, something like that. Might be magical, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, and looks over to you, Tapahe. I welcome you as well. Are you searching for anything as well?
You know what, Tabai is going to think on that for a second, recall his vision, and ask, are there any books on ruins close to Velvet?
Ruin. Are you an archaeologist of some kind, or based on what your friend said? Are you looking for magical meaning? Hmm.
Sure, why not?
Ah. Oh, you two are some fun ones. I can't wait to have some fun. Okay, well, I just have to ask, are you so I will tell you this right now. We will help you look for any of these books on here, but they are on different levels. Your question, points to you, Tapahe. Ruins and archaeological sites you'll find on the 3rd floor in the history section. Just take the stairs there and you'll find the answers on the blue bookcase, the second from the right when you just go up.
Okay.
And your response, I feel bad. I did not ask names. I am so sorry. But to the traveler here,
Liam.
Liam. Sorry, my apologies. But to answer your question, Liam, the technology part would be found on actually here on the base floor. You'll find it there on the red bookcase at the very far back, the 3rd one on the left on your far left wall. Is there anything else I can do for you? Would you require would you like a secret? Would you like a secluded place to read your wares? Would you require any help with gathering things, or maybe some beverages?
No, I don't think so. I think you're really busy with all the other people here.
Oh, you're that type of traveler. Yes, unfortunately, not many people really come here. Most people prefer using their knowledge to figure out how a blade or a sword works rather than anything else, so you have to forgive me if I'm a bit, what's the word here? Inquisitive on what you're looking for. They let us keep this place open for any reasons, because you never know when somebody might need a book or a script, you know?
Knowledge is power.
It is indeed. Wise words. little book humor joke. I apologize. But anyway, I will leave you to your devices. Just if you need any help, be sure to call out for me if you need the help. My name is Chips. I am tipsy.
Gypsy?
Tipsy. Tipsy. Yes, tipsy as in drunk tipsy.
Hmm.
Look, it was a while when I made these areas. Give me a break.
Sometimes I'm tipsy too.
Yes, I get that's a fair few. Well, when you've not got much to do, sometimes the only way to relieve the stress of anything is to have a drink. So, well, what can you do?
Yeah, not much. And he
Yes.
proceeds to the red bookcase turn left.
Yep. Also, cat. your cat is very inquisitive, by the way, Raven.
I know.
All right, Tapahey, do you head to your bookshelf?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I pause for a moment. I'll turn back and say Tafahay, introducing myself.
oh.
I'm going to ask, do you have any books on Leonin?
He ponders for a moment and goes, Leonin. Would that be what you want, if you mind my asking?
Yes.
Leonin. Give me a minute. And pulls out a large scroll and begins to sort of glance as best he can at things. He said, no, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Aha! Here it is. Leonid. Beasts of legend and past. You'll find. Oh, they're actually on the same floor as there. You need to head towards the yellow bookcases. You'll find them on the second yellow bookcase on the far left when you go there as well. Basically, they're on the same side, so you won't be able to miss them.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Just remember, if you need some help, call out Tipsy.
I will.
All right, so you both go look for your things. All right. Okay, just so I can verify this properly, we'll start things off here. So, Aeon, which book are you looking for first? Just so I know where I can have you both roll.
I'm going to go find the Leonin stuff first.
Leona stuff first. Okay, I would like the pair of you to roll investigation checks for me, please.
Damn it. Okay, let's take the advantage off, because I'm not that lucky.
26 for Raven. Very nice. 19 for Tapahey.
No, 19.
Nice. Okay.
Nice rolls.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's go in the order that they came in. So, Raven, you first.
Yeah.
So you head towards the bookshelf, and with just a single sort of glancing as you're looking over the books, you do eventually find. Let me get this up here. There it is. Yeah. You do find a book, or rather, it's more of a manuscript, sort of rolled up as a scroll of some kind, tucked away in the middle of the pages of a large book. And the book itself reads, The Wise Technological Ideas of Our Hope. And with you looking through it, I presume you're looking. So, are you generally looking for the info on those collars?
Yes. And how they
Okay.
technically work.
Okay. Because of that number, I will say you're able to find a good bit of it. Okay, so what you have before you is known as an echo collar. Echo collars were first described in an idea passed on from a wandering inventor of sorts by the name of Matilda Herald. Matilda was known as a genius inventor who traveled to every big city within the realm of Monu. And it was even said that some of these ideas came to her mind from the angels and even the devils themselves. Most of the ideas had been passed on and not really shared unless she deemed they were 100% successful or passed on from the heavens or the hells themselves. The echo collar is one of these such devices. By infusing a sapphire stone with a small bit of either heavenly or necrotic energy of many different kinds, you can transcript your voice into a collar which infuses itself to the skin and turns the voice box into a generated source of vibration. This effectively transmits some of the voice from the skin through it into the stone and telepathically passes it to another stone that is of the same color and same material. The gems themselves have been ranging in different magical properties, and they do not affect the voice themselves, but it is recommended that in order for this to be passed on, that they must be inscribed with the same type of energy into the same type of stone for a numerous length of time. Matilda has mentioned that it took her 4 days at least to make one collar work properly. And because of the number you rolled, let's see, that was the 26, was it? 26, yeah. So because you got higher than a 20, you do discover that there is a limit on what gems have worked, and there is a list of 6 gems that do work. They are gold, emerald, topaz, sapphire, granite, and the last one is slightly smidged, but because you got higher than 25, you have the last one. The last one you see before you is where's the fuck is it going?
Oh, it got smidged? Damn.
Yeah, it did got smidged. Let's see. Here it is. I have my notes. I am a trained professional. I swear, I'm trained. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Or a special kind of material that has been correctly infused, and that is harness diamond.
Okay.
So yeah, so unfortunately, it doesn't mention how it's infused correctly though, but you at least know the knowledge of that's how it works and how it's transmitted. So if anything comes up about that and things go successful, I will give you more information on what it does exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, so you do see some diagrams about how it works, like a side diagram to see that the stone is pushed against the neck area as it was, and you see the strap that it basically is. You see like the sort of strap that connects it of some kind. You see like the rings where the strap is. In short, think of it as like a dog collar, but instead of like a full round dog collar, the stone is basically in a gap in it, and it pushes into it.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you're looking up for that?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. Now for Aeon. You're looking for Leonin information?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, you know what? Let's have some. Oh, I was waiting for this one after this one. Okay. Aeon. Now for
Yes.
some scary things you're probably going to get from me. Roll a D100.
Oh god.
This is actually the moment where I wish I could get this quote from somewhere, but the video doesn't exist anymore, but I only know it in my head. I knew it! Green!
Your card was this one. Okay, that's not it. Okay. What's your number?
46.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. So you do eventually find the Book of the Leonin, which you get there. It is as rightfully described, but you see a small section that has been sort of pushed to the side near the back wall. You see, you do find a book that is basically, you see like different books of different types of animals, beasts, and things. And one of them is a book on the beasts of yore, Leonin, and how they fell from grace. Do you choose to read it?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you pick up this book and you open it up, some small sort of dust flies out of the pages because it's been some time since somebody looked. But you see that some of the book has worn away. To be precise, 46 pages have been worn out as you look through the beginning of the book and you see that 46 of them have vanished, or rather worn out to be unreadable. The first page that you do come across is a chapter, well, the last page of a chapter, which reads, "'Twas then that something claimed the Leonin in a single night, vanished, bodied, beheaded, befanged, beclawed. Not a single soul of them was left. It is said that you can still hear their cries, calling from their fallen city." And the next chapter starts off with, Where are they, and what happened? It begins as following. Many people have said that Leonin have been spotted around certain locations as of late. Some have been seen around the Crystal Green Mountains. Others have been seen from outside of Monu, with their pelts, their furs, and even their claws being used as a form of decoration or even for armor or weaponry of certain kinds. It is once said that one of the great heroes of Monu wore a pelt of the Leonin leader who stood once before. Sorry a second, I need to verify my text. I think it's been a while since I looked at this fucking page. Sorry, everybody. It is. Sorry, I had to get my notes. Yes, I planned shit this time. Alright, yeah. The figure was said to be involved in a great battle later known as the Unity. When questioned for this, the owner of that pelt would soon stand that he said it filled him with the same power of the Leonin who stood at the face of this one. That man was Maximilian Ron. And the next page after that, if you choose to keep reading, well, sorry, it's still connected on this one, sorry, I'm reading this a bit. It is said that he acquired this from when he was but a young lad. And it was as the time went on that it was passed from generation to generation. There have been no physical signs of living Leonin for some time. However, those have been infused, written with quotation marks, with the Leonin trinkets of many kinds, whether it's their pelts, their armors, their bridal powers, so to speak. Prowess. Sorry, not powers. Prowess. Before I get the word wrong. That it is said that it would feel like a Leonin would take over their body, giving them the same power as the wild beasts themselves. Do you wish to keep reading?
One second. What composure can't probably that. I just need to make a roll for myself a minute. Leaving this
Okay.
up to the votes.
Oh, come on, you can see why I didn't choose green as the color for this.
I know.
Okay, 8 on wisdom. Okay.
Just about managed to keep reading. Although at this point the claws of my left hand are digging into the flesh of my palm and blood is running down it
Enough?
from rage.
Okay. The next page afterwards shows a small image of what looks like a worn-out map etched into the page. And on the next page, there is the following. Maximilian said that he acquired this at a young age from his old man himself. As to where he got it from, he said it passed on from as things go. This map was the only last known proof that we could find on where Leonins used to reside. In a quaint little village outside of Monu, when it was part of Monu itself. Oh, I see a Kotlo smiling. I wonder why he's smiling. And
Background noises that makes me laugh.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, of course. And you then see a sentence that gives you. In fact, I would like you to roll another wisdom for me, please. Did you roll another wisdom for me, Ian?
Yep, it's coming.
Okay. Alright, what number do we have, good sir?
We got a 15 this time.
Okay. Just a second. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, the next, what's that, 15?
Yep.
Okay, that's just enough to keep this going with where this is going. All right. This map was recovered from an expedition that was seen heading to the island of Dalta when it was attached to Monu for a smaller distance. This expedition was led by a name, and it's faded out towards the end as the days have gone on, but there is a name at the end. That name is Quill. Hey everybody! Why are you looking at me? What did I do? And it happens, Tapahay,
Yeah.
when you see the name Quill, you suddenly drop the book with a the blood that you had clinged with your nails into your palm slowly drips onto the map. in the book. You feel yourself go heavy-winded, and all of a sudden you think back to the moment that you fell unconscious when your village was attacked. And you suddenly hear somebody calling out the name Quill, as you remember looking up and seeing that one of the figures standing on top of that temple was a man who was addressed as Quill. And he looked down at you with a smirk and just simply stayed with that smirk, and all he then did was just go. And then you suddenly were unconscious. Lol, it's not that bad. You don't need to get the cat. It's not that bad. Lol, you didn't have to get the cat. The story wasn't that bad. Okay.
She wanted in.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. How does Tapahate respond to this?
As that image, that figure, and that name all suddenly line up and connect, Tapahate is going to let out a ferocious roar of anger, and I'm going to put my fist through the table.
Okay. Roll an attack. Liam, you just hear this loud sort of. Oh! How do you respond?
Doesn't sound like my problem.
I just imagine him just doing this. Oh well. You're just like, oh, no. Wait, oh, materials. This is what I need to know. Okay. 18, yeah. With the sort of. The table just shatters, just falling to the sides and apart. Some of it splinters off, hits the bookcases. A bit does fly into the base of your leg. Doesn't even hurt. But all of a sudden, Liam, you suddenly hear this, what the blazes? And sound of rushing upstairs. You then see, you catch at the corner of your eye, Tipsy, just rushing up the next set of stairs to go up to the 3rd level. And at that point, Tipsy rushes up to you and just goes, What in the name? Are you alright?
I'm just going to look at this point. Tapahate is just going to look up at Tipsy and just glare.
Sir, with the. And looks down and PC goes, oh, was there something uncovered, sir?
Just for the funsies, he rolled a Todd Howard.
That was 16. Yeah, he's just sort of like, It's just like looking at the book, and he just goes, what? A map? And, oh, that book is slightly worn. Oh dear. I'm guessing this. Oh, I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry. Are you all right, sir? Tapahate, sir. Sorry.
Tapahate is going to pick up the book, and he's going to start walking towards Tipsy. and past tipsy.
Mhm.
I'm leaving.
Phew.
Okay. Liam, all of a sudden you just hear this heavy sort of as Tappy just heads down the stairs.
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, Tappy, what do you do?
Liam is so insensitive. Like, what?
That's the point.
I know it is, but at the same time, it's like he could at least be a little bit concerned
I
for
know.
his companion.
Yeah,
Chaotic
Liam,
neutral.
as you're seeing this there, you suddenly catch another wind of this book. You suddenly see the next page of it is an invention on how to fuse mechanical beasts with elemental properties that aren't infused with them.
Oh.
He's just distracted by that. Okay, so Tapahe, what do you do? Do you just walk out?
I think Tape would probably head for the Grove at this point.
Fair enough. Alright, so you just walk straight out the door as you do and such. Okay. Alright, well that was more eventful than I thought that was going to go. I've been waiting for that one for so damn long. Alright. Trip, after your 10 minutes of your ceremony, I suppose I'll ask this. Do you do anything else as well, by the way? Just because I want to go back to the two girls who've been waiting patiently as well.
She just says the following: Hephaestus, thank you for giving me your strength. I hope I've been doing you proud in keeping the world in order. And yes, she goes, and yeah, I think that's all. I'm just your simple servant after all.
Roll the persuasion check with disadvantage.
It's always fun to do this. Persuasion. Oh, hey, that's plus. Wow, I have terrible persuasion for some reason. Let's see if it can get worse. It did not get worse, but it didn't get much better either.
What was the number?
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Oh, okay. You think your words got through to up there? Don't get much response back. You just sit there quietly for about 2 minutes before nothing.
Trip shrugs and just packs up and goes out. And then she goes looking for a shop, but before that, I think you girls can go first.
Okay, fair enough. Could you at least let me know what shop it is, just so I can get stuff ready?
She's gonna look for a reliquary, remember? But she tried to look from before and failed twice, and now she's gonna try again.
You remind me what a reliquary is before my idiocy kicks in.
It's an item I need for a spell. It's called an ancient. Let's see. I'll grab the spell. There it is. Been I have that for a while. A golden reliquary worth at least 500 GP.
Okay, so like a big gold relic, basically.
Yeah, a gold relic.
Okay. All right, so, girls, as you two have been waiting
Yes.
patiently, hope you've been enjoying the show.
Yeah.
We have.
All right, so back to you two. So, at this point, about 20 minutes go by after you have been finished measuring Zelion, and then Needle comes out with a small set of garments and plops it on the desk, going, "Okay, well, I found I have some more stuff in your sizes, but there is one thing I will have to fix up, but it might take a small bit of time, but I think I could do something with it. If you're willing to wait about an hour, I could fix up the bottom of these pants to fit your sizes."
We have time.
Certainly. So let's see. So for these garments, and for an hour of service, because you wanted to discuss the price, How does 35 gold sound?
So, sounds good. Sounds good to me. And I pull out one of the gold pouches of gold.
A minute, Zalian. Let me pay for it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. This is my idea. I'm going to be the one to pay for it.
Oh, all right then. I put the pouch away.
All right. And I pull out my pouch of money. And I count out the gold pieces. Needle now has 50 gold pieces in his inventory.
Okay. You pass that. You pass that on. Checks all the pieces and just sort of. Okay. Well, I should be able to have this set up within an hour for you all. I do apologize on the delay for this, but most of these garments should fit pretty well. I just hope the rest of it is to your liking.
I'm sure. Thank you.
My pleasure. Oh, sorry. I have not slept well these past ones. I've had to get garments set up ready for the next woman Silverblade try.
We've heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that ceremony is coming up quite soon. They want to have the regal garments set up for those who are adjudicating, so of course I have to customize and get them all sorted for every single one.
Oh boy.
Good luck with that.
I need more than luck, darling, but I appreciate your kind words nonetheless. Trust me, making 8 of them is not exactly the easiest task.
8?
Well, I have some time before it kicks in, but yes, I have to make 8 of them because they've got 8 new people who I want to be the referees for this darn thing. So of course I have to measure all of them, get all of that sorted out, and trust me, if you excuse my colorful language, it's a pain in the ass.
Understandable.
That's why I'm happy to do it for this one, if you excuse my wording. Something more simpler to actually do, like trimming some bottoms of trousers and pants, is a lot easier.
Curiosity. Who are the judges for this year's Silverblade try?
Oh, well, that's mostly towards the higher ups within the army. After all, they're the ones who have to keep things all fair and all that. So, let's see. That would be Valak and Captain Ale and who are the other ones again? I've lost track of most of the others, but oh, and Stonebreaker himself is supposed to be one of the referees too. Although he doesn't ask for a made garment, but he adjudicates the final match. But Arley and Valak gotten bigger, so to speak.
Right.
So of course I have to put and gets a sort of sewing needle and just just puts it into the desk like.
We will leave you to your work. I grab Ursula by the shoulders and guide her towards the door. We'll. Hey.
Problem. You can just wait outside for an hour or go do something. In an hour, you can come back and you can have your nice little thing. I promise. I'm sorry, darling. I'm getting very tense right now.
No,
It's okay. I'm sorry to try.
No problem.
Right. We'll be waiting outside then. We'll leave you to your work.
No pleasure. Anyway, go enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you back in an hour, darlings, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. And begins to start work as you walk out the door with a
Yeah. I exit the building and just slump against the side of the building. Whew.
Fuck. We're fucked. Boy, holy fucked.
Yeah, don't. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out.
How? Stormbreaker is miles away, trapped inside of a stone. I whisper that last part to him in case anybody's around.
Hey,
And
I'm
he's not going to be back in time for the Silver Blade try.
I'm I'm gonna use the message spell. I'm gonna use my message cantrip on her. I I'm aware of that. Not much we can do though.
All right. Do I presume you lot are done then for now then?
I'm I mean I mean I I don't know.
Well, I'm probably going to look around and see what else is around this area.
Okay. Make a perception or investigation, your choice.
Probably perception because I'm not looking for anything specific.
Okay. Zelion, what are you doing in all of this?
I think he's just gonna stay put, not just waiting on just gonna be playing his loot. Just gonna be playing his loot while he waits.
Okay. All right, that's good. All right. Okay. What did you get there? Let's have a look. Okay. 9. Okay. Nothing strikes you out of the ordinary like the small style shops. Obviously, is you get your usual sort of like herb and flower shop. Your bakery every so often and such. Nothing strikes you out completely in this area. If you wish to go further out and do a bit more further, you can run that and you can roll again for more if you wish.
Like, how further out are we talking?
That's up to you.
You know what? I think I'll kill some time by just meandering around the entire old district then, and just
Okay.
see what all is there.
All right.
Meander. I like that word.
I love
do
meander.
too.
Yeah, meander's a fun word. Okay, it sounds like a cat's word. Meander. No, meander. Yeah.
Yeah, you just went for the pun that I was already thinking of. Go ahead.
Oh, bad. I'm DM. Lol. I quick thinking. All right. Okay. You wander around the district a bit more. You do end up encountering Trip Shield just coming out as this is going on, by the way. So you do encounter Trip as this happens. As
Trip?
Zelion is looking for.
Huh? What?
It's me, Ursula, over here.
Oh, hey Ursula.
What you doing over here?
Oh, I just prayed at the chapel. Prayer stuff and cleric stuff to Hephaestus. You'd understand, right?
I guess so.
Anyhow, I'm gonna look for a shop to find, hopefully, a reliquary of some sort.
What do you need a reliquary for?
Well, as more experienced I am with my clerical abilities, I was hoping to find one to summon some aid to her side when it's needed.
Would we need anything like that? I mean, I understand why we would probably need that, but why here? In this
Well, I just want to have it.
situation?
Well, just in case, you never know. I mean, we never thought we'd see Diction in another continent.
True.
So yeah, consider that me trying to find a way to get another helping hand for us in the future. Because there's only one me, and Well, I'm not
That's
the fastest.
Hey, where you lack in speed, you make up for in heart and healing abilities, as well as modification abilities. So you are definitely a very powerful asset to our team, and we really appreciate you for it.
Aw, thanks for saying that, Ursula.
You're welcome.
Just one moment, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I must be able to do something.
Oh, history. Aeon has to roll a history check. Let's see what this is before we say anything else.
Yeah.
Yep. Ask for this because there's a reason for this.
Okay.
I love how the story's been branching. I'm not loving every minute of this.
Ace.
Ring ding ding, bring ding 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 ding.
No.
Oh, bow.
Oh, I'm gonna love this next bit.
Oh, okay.
13. Okay. Good to know. We'll get to that. So, as the two of you are having this conversation, all of a sudden you hear murmuring as walking by the side of the other end of the plaza, you see Tapahe in a complete, well, I say motionless state, but something seems off about him as he just walks by everyone, pushing people out of the way and just walking towards the grove.
Can't be good.
Maybe we should check up on that. I mean,
Agreed.
the shop can wait.
Yeah, Zelion should be fine on his own for the most part. I mean, well, let's go check it out.
Yes. Seems he's very troubled.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
the two of you are going to go facing after the lion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We're going lion hunting.
Fair enough. All right, Liam, back to you for just a moment.
Oh.
All right, so Liam, as you're busy reading your book, all of a sudden you hear the sound of. Okay, Liam, and you see Tipsy standing there out of breath and clutching a book in his hand.
Tipsy.
You didn't mention that your little lion friend was prone to anger.
Usually is not.
Well, he's just destroyed one of my tables upstairs, and he just walked off in a huff.
Huh. That's new.
What? You
Impressive.
mean you haven't encountered that before? You've been traveling with him.
Yeah, but not that long.
Well, then
Not
are you
that many
aware?
tables we've had shared.
Look, and he shoves the book into your chest for a brief moment. Look, he looked at this book and got mad. Apparently, he saw something.
Liam is just grabbing a piece of paper and he's noting down angry at tables. Thank you for sharing this.
God
I've noted
damn
it down.
Liam.
I love it. All right, that's not the issue. Look at the page, and he sort of shuffles through and points it to the page of the map, and you see blood that has begun to slowly dry on the map, and you see the page that stands before you with that map.
Well, it's genuine Leonin blood, so that must raise the value.
That's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is the description of the page. You look at the page next to it.
Huh?
He looked at this was the page it was falling on when he read there, and he just walked off in the half.
Yeah.
You read the page.
No.
Oh my fucking god!
Fair enough. Yeah, no. It's his character. I can't deny it. He just goes, look, with respect, Liam, with respect, if you do encounter your comrade again, just with respect, could you keep him outside next time? I know nobody uses this place, but I would prefer to keep my place intact. Are you even paying attention to me?
Yeah, keep him out. No, that's your job indeed. Yeah.
And he grabs the book and pulls it down. Listen here. With respect, I understand you are inquisitive in this, and as one scholar told another, I am inclined to officially say that I don't like damaging my establishment.
Look, if it was with respect, you wouldn't be shouting at me. I'm leaving. And as you walk out, you just hear this, oh! No wonder it's empty here.
Liam, you legend!
You break it, you buy it, throw the book at him. Yeah, well, to be honest, he grabbed the book and pulled you down, so he's holding the book technically. So okay, so you just walk out the building, and you do hear some crowd sort of talk a little bit. They do talk about the idea of a Leonin heading to the Grove. So up to you what you want to do with that information.
Well, the Grove sounds like a good place.
So you head to the Grove?
Yeah, it's a good suggestion by the crowd, apparently.
Which you remember is that area where they hold the Silver Blade Try. All right. Wait 1 second. All right. Trip, Ursula, and Tapahay. So first to Tapahay. As you're approaching the Grove, you see Ala and Valak just having a talk as they're sort of looking over the areas a bit more. And as you approach the Grove, what do you do?
Look for Tapahay.
Yep, we hunt for Tapahay.
Okay. Okay, so Tapahay is just a bit in front of you there and such. What is Tapahay doing?
At this point, just probably pacing angrily in the middle of the grove.
Okay, yeah. So as Tapahay is pacing around, Ale and Valak notice both Ursula and Trip approaching and goes, "Ah, good to see you both here." And Valak turns to you both and just goes, "Well, your little lion friend came back in a huff. Has been pacing around there for quite a bit."
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what's gotten so riled up.
This new to you?
Yeah, kind of.
He wasn't with you guys when he got like this.
Nope.
Well, he wasn't
Well,
with me.
I was with Zelion over at the Tailors of Silver Shears.
So it sounds like either he did his own thing or he went off with the Curiosity Boy.
Curiosity. But oh, Liam.
Yeah, him. You know, the one who investigated everyone's neck. Seriously, with the guy approaching the necks that much, I wouldn't be surprised if he's a vampire, you understand?
I mean, he is an artificer, so he's interested in, like, I guess, tinkering. So maybe the things around your guys' necks set him off or something? I don't know. But that's besides the point. we're here for Tapperhay. We're here to sort his shit out.
All right. If you want to go try and calm him down, just know that we're going to keep our distance, but we figured we'd let you guys go first since you guys traveled with him. Maybe you guys can try calm him down first. I mean, with respect, we didn't want to get too involved to start with, just in case. I mean, you know him better than we do.
To be honest, we know just about as little as him as the rest of you lot, but we'll see what we can do.
Okay. So left your devices there. So Tapperhay, as you are pacing around, Trip and Ursula, do you both approach? How do you approach?
Carefully.
Ignorant. Just walking over is normal.
I'm gonna hold back behind Trip Shield just a little bit, with a very worried expression on my face.
Of course.
Okay. So as you approach, Tapperhay, you see them approach very cautiously. I would like you both to roll a stealth check for me, please, if you're trying to be cautious about it.
Trip is not being cautious, she's being ignorant. I just said she's ignorant, so she's just walking.
Okay, what about Ursula?
Being careful, and I rolled a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So
10 plus 10.
Okay. So as you're approaching as you're approaching slowly, Trip just sort of just like, he's our friend, we can just go for it, and just walks straight past you, straight to Tapperhay. You get about 10 feet from Tapperhay before Tapperhay you do hear and notice.
And I just turn angrily in their direction. What? Just sort of, who the hell is disturbing me right now?
Hey, you look a bit upset. Are you okay? There's a very cheerful Trip Shield.
Now join.
No.
Oh.
Hey, Trip, you might want to step back just in case.
Why? He's not gonna hurt us. Why would he?
You don't know that?
I know that.
Look at him. He's clearly pissed.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Welcome, man.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
That wasn't me.
That was me. I have a
very
soundboard.
clever. All right. Okay. I would like Trip and Ursula to make an insight check for me, please.
Thank you.
We have disadvantage.
Wow.
Disadvantage.
Both.
Of course.
Well, you got that one anyway, Ursula. So don't
Yeah,
think you get lower.
it definitely didn't get better anyways on that on my second roll.
Well, don't worry.
Yeah.
I balanced it out.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Ursula. When you hear the growl of Tapperhay, you instantly take a step back and like, okay, angry, got it. Not asking anymore. Not dude over there. Trip. You can tell by the look on the is Tapperhay? How is Tapperhay angry right now? Is he just staring?
Yeah, I'd say just sort of staring. Something has absolutely wound him up, pissed him off, and sent him into a fury.
Yeah. So Trip, you are able to discern that something upset him because of that roll. You can tell something upset him to the point of angering him, but you're not sure what without obviously,
Something bad must have really happened out there. You want to tell us, or is it really that bad?
I followed your. I followed Liam to the Hall of Books. I thought I might find answers. Something of my people. I need to find the what? Wiped out.
Oh no. Wiped out. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
That's
Oh.
that's terrible. And I'm guessing that book held the answer of who did it, too, didn't it?
My race. Reduced to ornaments and trinkets.
At this point, I was going to interrupt it briefly. Liam, you arrive onto the scene now, and you're still far away to hear the conversation, but you hear the other two basically, you see the other two talking of some kind, or standing in front of tapping.
I come closer.
Oh no. And just let me know when I need to do the tiger growl again, or the lion growl.
What the... Sorry, but that was very good timing.
God damn it, Raven! How long were you holding that?
A couple of minutes.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
God damn it, Moon.
No fucking time. All right, yeah. So you start approaching. So I will say when you're close, and I will say when you're close enough to hear the conversation. I'll mention that when you're there. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Carry on, everybody.
Oh no. I thought the history of my people was bad. This is just awful. Who did this? Who would do such a thing? You have to be held accountable.
I saw it. My people attacked. Slaughtered.
Liam is now close enough. As you see Ursula back away.
Liam just keeps getting closer.
Liam, don't. I reach out and I try to grab his cloak to stop him.
Okay. Make contested athletics checks for me, please, you two. Unless Liam is going to not resist it.
I'm going to resist it.
Okay. Then roll an athletics check. Oh, 13. Okay. So as Liam is walking close, all of a sudden you just suddenly get sort of yoinked back like,
Let go of me.
Not the time, Liam! He is angry and he could lash out at any moment. Just stay back!
Unbuttons cloak.
God fucking damn it!
okay. Yeah, I did say grab the cloak. Yeah, I forgot he's got one.
Ursula's just going to stand there holding the cloak and is just going to be like, we're doomed.
Oh dear, it's Trip and Liam.
Yeah.
This is gonna go well.
Great God. All right. Okay, so Liam, you continue to approach.
You okay there, buddy? I heard something about a wrecked table. Tipsy was not happy, but, we'll sort it out later.
Are you holding the book at this point, or did you leave that behind?
I left it behind. I'm not a thief.
Well, at this point, Tape is just going to let out a loud, angry roar and shout the name Quill.
Yeah, so literally, you all three of you at this point, you just literally just go, Quill!
Thank you.
Quick question. Quick
Yes.
question. Do I hear the roaring?
Make a perception check for me, Stallion. With disadvantage because of how far you are in the city.
Okay, perception, right?
With disadvantage.
Darn it.
Okay. You don't hear the scream, but you begin to hear some people go, "What the fuck was that? Where the hell did that come from? I don't know. Quick, come on.
Oh, okay. I think I might need to check that out.
Okay.
I put my loot away and make my way towards where
So
they're
you're just
headed.
yeah, you'd be following them at this point. So
Yeah.
it'll take time to get there.
So
Okay.
Trevor's like,
Will.
It's just like
Well,
Quill,
the
the
leader of the Black Pen.
Yep, he's already on our list. Speaking of lists, by the way, I noticed that you get angry at tables now.
What? Tables? But he sat at the table before.
Ursula's just going to bop Liam on the forehead.
Do you take this, Liam?
Wait, you're coming closer again?
No, she has to get closer to Liam to do it.
Hey, but-
I can't beat the shit out of you without coming closer.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you take the unarmed strike?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Do
So
they
where
get
do you,
closer? Yes.
where
But
do you
I'm right next to the angry Leonin. Keep
Yes,
that in
you're
mind.
You're
And the
about 10
giant
feet-
furbog, who's also there.
I'm going to bop him on the head.
Okay, bonk! Just a bonk.
Oh!
Hey on. I'd like you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me in response to the hit.
That's a critical.
Oh.
Critical!
Critical roll.
No. I'm not gonna steal the intro
Yeah,
of
we
another
already
show.
did that, though. Okay, Raven, you take 2 points of damage, technically.
22.
Still
That's-
want me to roll, yeah?
Yes, if you would.
Rude.
Yeah.
Emotional crit.
Emotional
No!
damage.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh.
Do it
Oh no.
for 3. I need to do something first. Give me a second.
Fucked up.
Hayden. Okay. All of a sudden, as you smack Liam on the head. Oh, I need to get my music to play.
Oh god, here it comes.
There we go. Studio music for this one.
We'll
Tap
be
ahead.
right back after these commercials.
Not now! That would be the moment where a split would happen, wouldn't it? But just like
Oh yes.
after the break. And then the next thing you know, the advert that follows after that one is lions are endangered in the wild. Bad timing.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry. I still find that the biggest fucking joke that ever happened. I'll get to that later if anyone remembers that Australian news bulletin. Or Japanese one or whatever. Anyway. Tapahay. Seeing the hit, you suddenly remember as you see Liam get hit. Square on the noggin. Similar to where you got attacked from your village. You hear it all coming back. I'm not even joking, by the way. That is actually a bad connection. Well done, Heidi, for connecting this whole thing together.
Ah! No, I was smirking at fucking Moonraven's reaction. He was going like,
Yeah,
Like
well,
a gremlin.
Tapahe, seeing this happen, it all floods back. Everything connecting together. With Quill being the last of your kind, and thinking back to everything, including remembering a name heard once before. You heard Titanus Ron mentioned by Trip and Zelion when it came to you being involved in this journey here further. You remember Ron. You remember the name you saw in the book of where one of your fellow Leona has been turned into a trinket of some kind. You feel blood boil within you. And you stare right at Ursula as this happens. Tapahe, I would like you to roll an attack for me, please.
Fuck!
On
Oh,
who?
no.
Against Ursula.
Ah!
I'm not in defense.
Fuck! I'm going to defend against that.
Well, it depends on this. It's technically an attack, so it depends on your armor class.
PK. Player kill.
If you want to do anything with this as well, by the way, Aeon, this is technically up to you if you want to do more to it.
No, I think she'll be fine.
Okay, 12 against your armor class?
Doesn't hit.
Okay.
Barely.
Yeah, so Tapahe, as you see this, you literally go sort of like, run! And charge straight at Ursula. Ursula, as you are relishing the fact that you bonked Liam on the head, you suddenly hear this and you sort of, and you can have a chance to react. How do you react to getting out of this being hit?
I'm going to curl up in a ball and use my cloak to try and hide.
Okay, so
I'm going to try and turn into rock.
Okay, so you do that and she just goes right over you like. And Tapahe, at this point, Liam, as he turns to look at you, you see not really the same snarling look, but you see a full-blown anger in those eyes. His eyes have gone completely red. Pupils and the whites and the irises, the whole eye has turned red. And as this happens, you then see his teeth slowly dripping a familiar-looking black sludge. Maybe similar to one you've seen back at Helix. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh,
Come on, really?
I would like to point that this cliffhanger is actually Aeon's idea.
I think it's my line.
no. Careful echoing.
Oh, I love every minute of this.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate all of this. I hate you.
Action consequence, you know.
Fuck you, Liam. You're one to talk.
PK.
Didn't almost get hit.
Player kill. PK.
I would like to point out that all four of you have triggered little bits of this. Trip and Zelion bringing up the Ron gave him the memory right now that triggered this. Him going with Liam to the library and him not doing anything to stop and make sure he was okay kind of did that. And Ursula's bonk on the head was literally the final little concoction where it was the weirdest Powerpuff Girl mixture you'd ever seen. Aim, no help, and a bonk on the head. These were the perfect ingredients so to make a perfect little Tapahe, but that they have threw in a concoction. Helix sludge. Oh, I'm going to love every minute of this. So, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen,
I'm glad you did.
by the way, I'm... Actually, no. This might be worth saving for another time, because I think we should put a bonk on the head. Hey, Puppet Pal Liam! What is it, Puppet Pal Heidi? What do you get when you don't stop a Tapahey? What? A bonk on the head! Anyone remember those two? Puppet Pal... Hello, Puppet Pal Clam! Puppet Pal Clam and Clam, I love those two. Anyway, with that said... I think it's time we end tonight's session here, and whether we come back in 2 weeks' time with this, although Raven will not be joining us in 2 weeks' time because he has an urgent matter to respond. So, what a time to have this happen, huh?
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with Zelion away from this, it is now up to the three, as well as the two guards of Velvet, who have been witnessing this whole thing, by the way. And we see where this ball will go from here. So, what's going to happen with Tapahey now that all this has happened? What's the deal with him having this black sludge connected to him? Will our players be able to stop Tapahey's little rampage before things get worse? And more importantly, what will happen to the last of the Leonin? You'll have to tune in next time to find out. So, my friends, I'm sorry to say, perceptions rolled low. I think it's time for us to go. So, with that said, if you were charged with joy with this stream, be sure to hit subscribe or follow wherever you're watching us, and I will see you all for the next one. Next week, we're going back to Hoenn and finding out how our players are going to deal with the slight scare terror on a Fione suddenly popping up in front of Kemplar. This should be fun. Hey! But with that said, it's goodbye from your Dungeon Master, Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers. It's goodbye from the troublemaker who helped this cliffhanger, Aeon.
Next time, Leonin Rage.
Thank you. It's goodbye from Kotlol.
I'm in danger!
It's goodbye from goodbye from Raven.
Bonk.
Thank you! Puppet Pal Clam and Flam! Yes! Yes! That's them! Raven, you have hit me with the nostalgia twice! Puppet Pal Clam in Order of the Stick. God damn it. It's goodbye from Dell.
Boy, everybody.
And goodbye from Heidi.
I regret everything.
Good.
Should have gotten a plus 99 stick.
You should have gone.
This one goes to Raven, and this one goes to Aeon.
Oh, I'm safe.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm safe. I'm surprised I was going to get the glare for this one. Oh, no, I get the glare.
Yes, you do. I'll deal with you later, DM.
Oh, but then if you kill me, there's no more D&D.
I'll find a way.
Anyway, guess what, my friends? Oh, this is going to be weird to say concerning this shit, but I have to. So with that, friends, the DM is done for this one, and we will see where this journey happens next. So until then, friends, this is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers signing off on Let's Roll Live Perception Check. So guess what, my friends? Just remember to roll high, because otherwise it could be goodbye. Catch you all later.
Bye.